What's up guys, Aaron Benzim here for another video. As usual, I'm here with my good friend Ty. Lately on my channel, we've been focusing on the crucifix position. Crucifix has long been one of my favorite positions because some of my coaches, including Marcelo, my old coach Khan, have used this position really successfully. And one of my good friends, Tomas Lisboa, is in my opinion, the king of the crucifix. So I helped him film an entire instructional on the crucifix. So if you want to check that out, I will link that in the description below. Shout out to Tomas Lisboa. I'll link his YouTube channel as well. He's the man. I'm going to show you guys something that I do from the crucifix position that I'm not very good at finishing the actual technique, which you saw from the title is the triangle, but I like using it to set up different arm locks and wrist locks. So I'm going to explain it to you as best I can on the finishing mechanics, but I'm more going to tell you why I like this position so much. So it's like it's a triangle variation from the crucifix. Guys, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to smash that subscribe button. If you've been here before, thanks so much for coming back. So we're here in bottom crucifix this time. Okay, I locked his lower knees. Ty would never just be lying flat with his knees, but for the video we need that so you guys can see. I'm lying here, I'm on my side as I mentioned in my last video, and ideally I have his hand pin. You can't grab single digits in any jiu-jitsu tournament that I'm aware of, but you can grab the hand. And I think the hand is a superior grip to the wrist, as many of us have found out, and the legend John Danaher teaches it this way as well, to grab the hand. So guys, we're here and we have his hand pinned to his belt and we're trying to choke him, but we're unable to. A really good and easy opportunity that a lot of people overlook from here is if nothing is working for me, I can get my hand away from the lapel, switch sides with my hand, and I can push his body down. I have such good ability to straighten my arm and have strength in my push from this position because he has nothing to defend. I'm just shoving his neck down. And what's that going to do? It's going to allow me to bring my leg over his head. Very simple transition to make. I do it all the time. Over his head, and then I'm going to be able to lock my legs. Okay? Right? So I lock my legs, and now I have a triangle. I'm always honest with you guys. This is not a position that I'm ever hunting the triangle with for the most part. If they give me their arm because they're like grabbing my pants and trying to pull, yeah, something like that, then I'll take the arm and I'll try to start to pull it, keeping my hand underneath his armpit because I want to keep this hand here, and I'll pull his arm as best I can and start to apply. How do I apply? I tighten down on my clench with my ankles and I keep this as tight as possible. I also try to dip the back of my hamstring further into his head here, and then I'm just going to pull his arm as tightly across his body as possible, and I'm going to push my hip into him. And you can get the finish, but this is hard to get. If they're good and they're experienced, they're not going to pull down on this leg because they're choking themselves. So he's probably going to keep his hand away from you and try to start digging it underneath your leg and maybe messing with this foot. So when that happens, I lock up a Kimura grip here. Okay, and there's a couple things I like to do. One is the wrist lock. I like to bring his hand here to the mat, grab his wrist. Can you lower your left knee? So I bring his hand here, you're good, here to the mat, grab his wrist, and I start to pull in with that Kimura grip. If this isn't working and he's resisting, that's fine, right? I just keep my Kimura grip and I can come up. But another unique variation that I like to do is to pull his hand this way, okay? And then quickly switch and pull my elbow over it, or pull my armpit over his hand, okay? Now from this position, I'm just gonna turn and do an Americana type finish by just bringing his elbow here, and I just start to pull, and I can finish his shoulder. You can finish some guys just by pulling up, but it's more of a shoulder lock, right? So I'm here, and I just pull, and I get his shoulder. So again, I'm here, I'm trying to get the wrist lock, it's not working. I bring his arm back, I come to here, and then I just start to pull, and get his shoulder, okay? So we have wrist lock, we have shoulder lock, or of course, if all else fails, we can just come up on the Kimura. The one thing about coming up on the Kimura is you probably will need to open your triangle, right? You'll probably need to use your left foot for base. So you'll probably be here, bring your knee up, and now you're just in a very strong Kimura position. And from here, obviously, we have a myriad of attacks. First one being traditional Kimura, going back to the wrist lock, or turning arm bar. And then from the turning arm bar, if you've seen some of my other videos, we have tons of different attacks, right? We can start to feed in for triangle chokes. We can start to feed for the back. There's tons of different things. So what you start doing by entering this triangle position is you start opening the door for a ton of different chain attacks, which if you follow my channel, or you know me, or you've trained with me, you know that my entire game is very finesse, and I'm consistently slowly creeping to that finalized submission. So I'll go from one submission that's like 50-60% there to another that's like 70 to another that's like 80 to one that's finally at 100% where I go hard because I know I have everything I need. So guys, this is something that I like doing a lot from the Crucifix. I hope it helps you out. Let me know what you think of this position. If you guys have any suggestions for videos in the future, let me know. Do not forget to subscribe, like, comment, hit that little notification bell to be notified when I make new videos. I'm trying to put out more and more content. By the time we're watching this video, we've probably crossed 5,000 subscribers because I looked recently and it was like 4,999. So thanks so much for the support, guys. You rock. Let's get to 10,000.